Hey guys, I don't know if I have a lot of storage here. Hopefully I do. I had a pretty decent day today. I'm not gonna lie. I'm fucking ready for next week. And yeah, let me catch you guys up. So I just paid for the first month and a fucking application fee. I basically spent $670 today and yesterday on just rent. So that's security deposit and that's also rent. Now the very good news is that I just talked to the guy and he agreed that he's not going to charge me in the first of next month. So when it comes to rent, what I really paid for is like a month and like basically 2 months, which is fucking amazing. So I mean, that's really fucking great, really great. It's actually really good. I have 2 months of a bed in a house that's not in my area, and that's gonna be more than enough time. And again, like, dude, literally, if worse comes to worse, I could just get a job. Like, it's really not that fucking difficult. I'm honestly thinking to myself, maybe, just maybe, I should have a sort of safety net, because at the end of the day, I am moving out with less than $2,000, unless I miraculously close like multiple clients in the next few days, which that'd be great, but you know, being pessimistic here. So I'm thinking that might be a plan. Now, what I did today, so I actually did some more, I fixed the tracking a bit more. It's actually really neat now. Now I just gotta make some very brief SOPs, just like after a sales call, put the tag in. After a meeting, put the tag in. Maybe once a week, do something to keep the tracking updated. And now everything is in opportunities. So whenever I need to, you know, work my leads or do whatever, I could just open up, go high level, go to my pipeline and see everyone, and I could just fucking dial everyone. So it's really good. I also watched some more Josh Land today. I actually watched the video, and it was getting to the point where I was watching the role play, and I was spotting the mistakes before he even mentioned them. I would basically spot a mistake, and then Josh Land would cover it. Spot a mistake, he would cover it, and I was just confident. I was just so confident. I got out of my bed, took a shower, and decided I'm actually gonna start, you know, taking action. Another big thing I did today is I made my plan again. I like really thought about it, because at the end of the day, the better your plan, the better you're gonna feel working, and the more clarity you're gonna have, and the better decisions you're gonna make, the better actions you're gonna take, the faster you can hit your goal. I replanned everything. I replanned exactly what I want to do in the next 6 months. I figured out my wealth goal, my health goal. My wealth goal is to make 16 grand a month revenue, which that will equate to $8,000 a month in profit after paying all my expenses and also after paying taxes, which my taxes, if I make that amount of money, will be about 32%. So 16 grand a month, nothing. That's like 14 clients. And then so what I found out is if I retain 14 clients, I'm gonna make 16 grand a month recurring, right? Recurring, like every single month, assuming I have no churn. And also assuming that every single client gets at least 14 appointments a month, which is nothing. That's 1 out of 2 days, right? If I start them with $25 a day, that's already enough volume to kind of hit that if the system's working really well. And the other thing is, if they're doing well in the first couple months, then I could scale them to like $40 a day and then really get that volume pumping. And then once I scale a client, once I scale a client that is happy with the return on investment and has the budget and is closing deals and it's working out well and he wants to spend more, then I could scale a client to like $50 a day and they're gonna generate like 30 appointments a month, which is like 2.5K a month with one client with pay per appointment. It's fucking OP. Owen was not wrong. Like the numbers make sense. It's really fucking good. And if the retention is better than a retainer, then that's an even bigger win. So that's how that works. So I figured that out. And then for my health goal, a little bit more disappointing, because I found out that I basically got nowhere with my weight. I kind of just flatlined. I'm not gonna lie to you. But you also got to consider that I ate pretty bad this week, so there's a possibility my real weight is like, you know, 3 pounds under, which still at that point, like I basically made no progress. I basically lost 5 pounds in total, which is, at the end of the day, it's basically moving nowhere, right? It's like, I think it's like, it's around 10% of the goal. So not nothing, but basically nowhere, right? practically. So that was kind of a hard pill to swallow, but yeah, I figured out today on my scale, look, I was 32% body fat. That is shameful, disgusting. But the good news is that I used ChatGPT and I really got all the metrics with everything. And I figured out, and this is really good. If I just stick to eating 2,000 calories a day, which is super doable, as long as I don't eat like a dumbass, and I could just stay on a routine that I'm locked in every single day, and especially in a new environment, it will help as well. If I can eat 2,000 calories a day and work out 6 days a week, right? 2 miles average walking, which these journals already pretty much hit that number. With working out, that'll work out way better. And only six out of 7 days a week. If I do that, then I will literally become 20% body fat in 6 months, which is really cool. That is actually, I believe that is March. So, at the end of the day, like, I don't have to be 180 pounds to look good. I will start looking a lot better when I'm at 200, which with the math, like, I'm gonna hit that before the end of this year. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy. That's good. So I figured out that goal. Sorry. The last thing I like really figured out is my sales velocity, meaning my client acquisition. And it was also really motivating because it was pretty simple. And I actually made fucking progress, bro. That's the best part. I actually made progress. What I mean by progress is, one, with volume, number two is show rate. So the show rate is no longer an issue. I want to just jump up and down because I just realized, like, right now on this journal, like, I just fixed a bottleneck that took me so long to fix. And now I have a different bottleneck, and it's sales. And the sales bottleneck is pretty bad, but I'm also motivated because I know scriptless selling is so powerful, and I'm like becoming better intuitively at it. And I know with a good mindset, I could do anything. Let me break it down really quick. But basically, I reverse engineered the numbers to have 4 new clients per month, which means I can make 16 grand a month by just hitting these KPIs in 4 months from now. I will have 16 new clients in 4 months, right? And it'll take even less time because right now I pretty much have 2, right? I have Kevin. I need to actually get him on a payment plan and get him better results. And then I have Jeff, who I just signed. So that's 2 clients down, but you get the point. Let's just keep it simple. To hit 4 clients a month, I need a 20% sales conversion rate. I also need a 87% good fit rate. And then I need a 35% show rate. And then I also need to book 17 appointments per week. So my current metrics, my only bottleneck is sales, and it's pretty bad, but I know sales specifically, like, one, because the numbers are low. Like, for example, right, if I close a client right now, I would double my sales conversion rate. So it's not like the end of the world in that aspect. And then the other aspect is just by nature, sales is exponential. Like, for example, right, a mistake in sales is not going deep enough on the actual pain. And if you can crack that one mistake, your sales conversion rate can literally go up by like 10-20%, which is ridiculous in my opinion, but that's just how it works. So essentially, I'll just give you the numbers, right? So for one, this month so far, like, I'm superseding the volume required. I'm actually booking 20 appointments per week. It's been 2 weeks. I have like 42 appointments. So I'm booking 20 appointments per week. I also have a show rate of 37%. I have a good fit rate of 87%. And my sales conversion rate is it's like 5%, bro. It's so bad. So yeah, I have a sales conversion rate of like 5%.